Well, I was going to share on two topics, visionary leadership and how to sell anything online and make money while you sleep. We're not going to have enough time to do the make money while you sleep one, but I do want to share on visionary leadership here today. How many consider yourself an entrepreneur? Raise your hand. Oh, look, everybody here. So this applies to you totally. I am totally an entrepreneur, and you know, business is in my blood. So let's go through this. What does it mean to be a visionary with a leader? Let's just knock this down here a little bit, everybody here today. Here's a couple definitions. True entrepreneurs are visionaries, okay? What's an entrepreneur? It's a person who starts a business and is willing to risk loss in order to make money. That's straight out of Webster's dictionary there. So if you're willing to put your neck on the line, step out and do something different to develop a service, a product, and make money, you're an entrepreneur. You see, and so, but visionaries are also entrepreneurs. You have a vision for something, you want to accomplish something. What's a visionary? It's having or showing clear ideas about what should happen to be done in the future. So a visionary is somebody, you got an idea, you're an entrepreneur, you're going to want to make money doing something, and you start to move in that direction and put it together. But a leader is also somebody who can organize resources and people and make things happen. You see, and so if you're a leader, you're going to find out that you're influencing other people to get involved either in your product, your service, or buy from you. Can I hear an amen? Okay, hello everybody, listen. Hey, listen, you know, if you're a leader, you're an influencer and you're connected to people, you're selling who you are and what you're about, okay? And that's the only way it works for me. I've got to come across, talk to people, connect with people, and sell what I'm about to them and share that vision with them. However, if you're an entrepreneur and a visionary, you have a disease. It's called Visionitis. Okay? And friends, I'm sick, okay, with Visionitis. And Visionitis is a real problem for entrepreneurs. You see, because we, not like other people, we see things. We see things that aren't there. We hear things, we see what can be in everything. And then we ride off into the sunset trying to accomplish 50% of what we're not supposed to do. Is anybody there with me? Okay. I mean, so visionaries have Visionitis, and I want us to kind of break that apart and this isn't an AA meeting, okay, but this is a Visionitis meeting, okay? So I'm going to come clean and confess. Okay, I have Visionitis, okay. I am a workaholic, okay. And so I want us to look at some of the things we can do to really make an impact and fulfill our visions and our dreams and still keep our head together in the process. Does that sound like a good advice there? Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. You know, listen, visionaries have this vision ability about them, and I'm telling you, it is powerful. You can talk to people and convince people to go to Alaska and buy snow. You know, you've got an ability to convince people about what you're all about. You see, it inspires people. It can be dangerous. Heil, you know, what does that remind you? Heil Hitler, you know, hey, Hitler was a visionary. And he came along at the right time, and he could inspire people, and he could motivate people right into the abyss. You know, so visionaries can be dangerous. They got to be productive, good people. That's just the way it is. D, it's a key to success. And E, not every vision is for me to accomplish. Not every vision, not every idea that you have is for you to accomplish. So I want to set you free right now, this afternoon, and myself. Is that, you know, I don't have to do everything that I see. You know, everything, you know, you get involved with a friend, they're talking about a business idea or product. Before you know it, you're in the driver's seat taking their idea to the next level. Is anybody there with me? I mean, visionaries do that all the time. And then they want to convince you to join their board because you've got the vision. You've got the ability to cast that vision and you're excited about it and you're red hot about it and it's not even yours. Okay, so I hope you are getting the point there. You know, you can get so excited and see so many different things as a visionary, but not everything is for you to do. And then let's look at a questionnaire. This is just a 3-point questionnaire about how to get focused, everybody, how to get organized, and how to accomplish your vision. A, how many projects are you working on at the same time? Me, honestly, it's got to be 25, okay? It's too many, I confess, all right? And then so you'd write them there. B, do you have deadlines to accomplish your projects, yes or no? I work real well with deadlines. Deadlines keep me focused. I put it on my Google Calendar. Oh, I got to get this website done by this time. So that tells me I say no and goodbye to a bunch of other things that distract me, and yes, to money, because I get paid by working. Is everybody there with me? So you have to be able to kind of organize your life and what you're doing around your purposes and not get distracted. And so, C, you got to organize your life by prioritizing the 4 M's into 4 quadrants. Now these 4 M's here, everybody, work for me. And it's faith, family, finances, and friends. I'm not going to take the time because of the time we have here. We've got about 15 minutes here. But guys, I'm not going to read this verbatim, but I just want to let you know that this country was founded on faith in God, the God of the Bible. Can anybody say amen? Does anybody believe that? We got 1, 2. It's okay if you don't believe it. Hey, it's a free country. And that's the wonderful thing about America. You don't have to believe anything. But I believe, and the founding fathers of our nation all believed. They were all creationists. You can read it here in the Declaration of Independence. And they had a faith in God from the Judeo-Christian background. And so I wanted to put that out there because I think you have to have some kind of faith in some kind of God somewhere to keep your head together and understand everything. Otherwise, life is meaningless to me, And so I've connected, and so that's the first quadrant that I think we need to develop in our lives. Now, I just want to share my insight into this because down at the bottom of page 2, there's a couple of business promises there you can find in the Bible right there. The first one is in Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God, His righteousness, all these things that we're all working so hard for to earn with our money will be added to you. So that's a promise. And then riches without sorrow. How many know people that have really made it big, but they're lonely? They went through 5 marriages. Their kids don't want to see them. I don't want to be that way. I want to have a nice relationship with my wife and love when I'm 80 years old. I want people to like me. I want to be able to be blessed without sorrow. So you can make a lot of money, but at the end you might be very sorrowful, you see. So that's the kind of blessing I want. Now here's some business prayers. There's prayers that you can pray for. I pray this prayer almost every day. Bless me indeed, enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me. You see, I want God on my side. I want to get His working going for me. So I pray that prayer all the time. And then for wisdom. How many need wisdom? Wouldn't it be great if somehow a thought dropped into your head that was creative, that just really worked when you needed to figure out a difficult situation that you were in? That's wisdom, and if you ask for it, you'll get it. But you just have to believe. And you know what? Listen, God's for you and not against you, okay? I can't help it. Listen, I'm a preacher. I'm a business person, okay? So when you squeeze toothpaste, Colgate comes out. When you squeeze Nick Boork, the gospel comes out, okay? It's just the way it is. All right, so I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a tent worker, a tent maker, a bivocational. And so anyway, that's the quadrant number 1, faith. Quadrant number 2, if you turn the page, is your family. Listen, you got to take care of your family and your relationships and your kids, okay? You only got one family, so you got to invest in, you got to nurture those relationships. Like I said before, visionaries, everybody, they're workaholics. And if we're not careful, we'll forget that we're even married. And then you're just in there in computer, you're at your office, you're at the shop, you're doing whatever, you're making money. And you're just sold out to your vision, your dream, and oh, hi honey, oh yeah, you're married, you have a spouse, you have kids. You need to keep that in balance, you see, otherwise you'll just turn everybody else off around you. And then the third quadrant is finances. Listen, as an entrepreneur, you got to decide where you're going to make money. By that I mean you can't make money in 50 places. Anybody there with me? You got to narrow it down. And then number B is, if you try to do everything, you'll probably not accomplish anything and you'll burn out. I don't know about you, but I've experienced burnout in my life before. I don't like it. It takes me a long time to recover from burnout. So now I take a day off religiously. Sunday and Monday I'm off. If you call me, you'll probably get the voicemail. I'll be tempted to go in there and work, but my wife will remind me of the commitments that I made. I'm supposed to be watching Dancing with the Stars with her, you see. And so, and then C, you got to prioritize your time and your schedule, working on what will bring you, the greatest return on investment. Okay, don't waste your time with stuff that's not going to pay you money. Okay, you got to be able to prioritize the things that you're going to give your time and schedule to that are actually going to put money in the bank. Okay, so that's what I've learned to. Don't waste my time on losing projects and focus. So D, many times entrepreneurs are in transition from working from one company to working full-time and owning their own company. Now, I've been there many times, bivocational, and what you got to do is this, is list your top 3 money-making and income streams today in the order of value. Okay, and then I want to ask you a powerful question. Are you working for yourself, or are you working for corporate America? Now, there's nothing wrong for working for somebody else, but you do need to understand the risks that are involved and the situation, how you don't have control when you're working for somebody in corporate America. How many have ever been let go from a job before that you thought was great? I have been. You know, that hurts because you got to start back over again. I want to encourage you to all be business owners and work for yourself. I mean, not everybody's going to work for yourself, or there'll be no employees, okay? I get that. But if you're an entrepreneur, you're a visionary leader, listen, you can make it on your own. If you've got a good product, good service, you can do it. You just have to be committed to that and understand that, make a decision. I'm going to make it in life. And then list the top 3 money-making income streams you envision in the future that you own, operate, and control in the order of value. For me, it's my website business. See, I have a goal. I want 200 clients. I want between $4,000 and $5,000 of residual income coming in no matter what. You see, so I'm working on that. That's one of my goals. What do you have? Do you have other goals in your life? Things that you own, operate, and control. I know these are hard questions that we don't want to face sometimes because it causes us to take responsibility for ourselves, our time, our schedule, our success, our failure. But we have to write down, you know, the things that you write down, the things that you go over every day, the list that you put down on things that you want to accomplish, your goals and your dreams are the things that you accomplish. I've got a list that's 2 pages long on stuff that I want to do, and I keep pruning it, scratching them off. Some of them are being accomplished. Others are going right in the trash can because I know I can't do it all. You see, so write it down. Write down the things that you want to do for business to make some money. And then look with me on this graphic down here on the bottom here, this little graphic right here. Every one of us needs a team. Now, some of the stuff only you can do as the leader, the visionary, the entrepreneur, you have to do. You see, other things you can delegate out. And so you have to find out who can do what for you. Like Manola, she asked me to build her website. That's one thing she could delegate out. She said, Nick, build my website. Glad to do it, Manola, thank you. And so, you know, you have to find out what are the things that you have to do to be successful. What are the other things that you can farm out, you see, for a decent price and get it done with somebody else to free up your time. So you may need a website, a database, email, social media, print, referrals. There's a lot to it, everybody. So this would be the 3rd quadrant. As an entrepreneur, you gotta make money, but you have to be smart about it. Let's go to the next quadrant, quadrant number 4, friends. Now, you say, why are friends in this if it's got to do with making money? Listen, you need friends, everybody. You can't live as a hermit in a cave, isolated from everybody else, and it's obvious you don't want to be that because you're here today. You're spending some time trying to improve yourself. Just like me, I go to these networking meetings. I try to learn from other people, try to connect with other people, and try and make friends. But let's look at this with a little bit fresh perspective here, okay? Friends I include as those in the social and business alliances that you have in your life. Listen, what you want to do is you want to treat everybody as a friend, okay? And you want to be able to make a decision to invest emotionally into the relationship. And that is by letting people feel that they're valued in your eyes and you're paying attention, listening to them, and you're interested in them. And you really are sincere and want to help them. So look at a few points right here that I have. Number A, by showing yourself positive, patient, respectful, being a good listener, helpful, sincere, living with a win-win. Everyone say win-win. 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 I live my life by that principle. If I can't win, I'm not doing it. If the person I'm working with can't win, I'm not going to do it either because it won't be long before they're saying, what's in it for me? I'm connected to Nick Boork, but he's making all the money. Okay, so I'm into win-win, giving the right service, the right connection, and treating people right. B, successful entrepreneurs surround themselves with this kind of people and they don't abuse, take advantage, or do unjust and unfair business dealings. How many have ever been burned by somebody you trusted? Oh, I hate that. I don't like that. I forgive them, pray for them, and move on to other people in my life. Okay, C, if you never burn anyone or do things that cause people to speak negatively about you or get you or others into legal trouble, then you develop a good name of integrity. Okay, isn't that smart? You don't want to follow somebody to jail. And you don't want to influence somebody. It's obvious, but it's not obvious enough for some people. Okay, D, people want to associate with others that they trust are competent and make them feel respected as equals, not demeaned, talked down to, or mistreated. Hello, everybody. This is really important, okay? You may be right about something, but how do you make people feel? And you may think that this is unimportant. You are so wrong. Listen, I don't stay around with people who use me as a doormat, okay? And neither should you, because we're all equal. Can anybody agree with that? I mean, and so, when you get spoken down to, demeaned, kicked where it counts, and people pull you down, get away from those people. They're not your friends. You want to be around people who are your friends, who are going to encourage you, help you, and just move on, everybody. E, listen, if people feel encouraged by sensing you are sincerely trying to help them and add value to them, I guarantee that they'll keep you on the top of their list when it comes to needing a product or service you offer. Now, that's really important. See, but if people feel like this person is a jerk and they're like prideful and talking down to me, are you going to go to them when it's time to buy a product or service from them? Are you kidding? You're going to crack the phone book if you can find one rather than go to that person. You're going to find people that you like, make you feel good, treat you well, are competent, smart. They treat you well, you see. And then F, if people feel like they're put down, just another sale, criticized, I guarantee that you will also be the last person on the top of their list that they'll buy anything from, you see. And then G, referrals come because people trust you not to give them a bad name by association. Anybody ever wish that you had not referred somebody to somebody else, you see, because they messed up or they tried to burn that person? And where did this person come to me from? Oh yeah, Nick Boork. Oh, that's bad. I mean, I want to refer people over to Ike because I know that when I send them to Ike, he's going to put them on the radio for free, no strings attached. Ike's going to encourage them. Ike is going to rub off on them. Ike's going to like I say, why are we here? Ike got a hold of us and he lifted us and encouraged us. That's what I'm talking about, emotional investment into people and into the relationship, okay? And so, in conclusion, as entrepreneur and visionary leaders, you can and will have great success in life. But my point, everybody, here is that we just keep it all in balance and make sure that we don't go off the deep end and do our best to keep a balanced life in faith, family, finances, and friends. And so I need friends. I don't know about you, but I need friends. I want friends. I want to associate myself with business leaders, business people I can network with that can be total win-win situations, okay? So that's what I have to share today about visionary leadership. Narrow things down, find out what you're good at, make money, and enjoy life. Okay. Gee, thanks a lot.